How's it going, everyone? My name's Cameron. Today we're doing a Kratky style hydroponic system using a mason jar, a net cup, and some rock wool. Those are the basic needs you'll need for this video, or for this tutorial I should say. Other things along the way I'll go ahead and I'll have close-ups of since you're kind of far away, just to make it easier to see kind of what I'm doing. But to get us started, what I like to do is these net cups, these are 3-inch net cups. They fit perfectly. You can get them for 30 to 50 cents at a hydroponic store, potentially cheaper on Amazon. I have not checked on Amazon though. And you don't need the actual lid part of it, but you will need the seal. I said that wrong actually. You'll need the lid, but you don't need the sealing part. And I like these 2-inch rock wool cubes. I do like to cut them down a little bit because, as you notice, when you try to push them in, I don't want to shove it in too much, but when you push it in, it stops about there before it starts poking out the sides, and I don't want that. So what I like to do is I just go ahead and I take just a little bit off of each one. Go ahead and throw that aside. Just enough that it's going to fit in there nice and snug. And you won't have to worry about it moving around. I'll go ahead and throw that to the side. But as you notice now, it fits right in there. So you're good to go. One of the things with rock wool that you'll need to do is you're going to need to soak this. So we're going to go ahead and soak this in some water, as you can see maybe. It is very, very absorbent, and so it's just sucking that water up like a sponge. Typically you give it about 10 to 15 minutes in its water solution, just to get it going. I'll probably do it just for a little bit less this go around, just because you typically don't need to do it that long. It's pretty absorbent. I'd say give it another 5 minutes, and it's maybe move it around a little bit just to make sure it gets in all the nooks and crannies. But it's a very absorbent material, and you should be good to go. Optional, but again recommended. I use this Botanicare. It's a hydroponic nutrient. It's also good for soil and cocoa mediums as well. But what I like to do is I have this syringe I got at CVS or any pharmacy store pretty much for about $1 to $2. What you can do is, what I'll do is I've already measured out that I need 24 ounces. I'll go ahead and pour it actually so it's easier to see. So what happens is I've measured out, this is a canteen that has measures on the side, and it's measured to 24. So when I pour this in, it's going to get right to the point where I want it to, so that the net cup is sitting right in the water. It's got about a 1/4 inch in between it and where the cup stops. So I'll go ahead and take that out for the time being, because we need to add our nutrients. For this 24-ounce container, it's going to need about 3 milliliters of nutrients, and so let's go ahead and get that out. It's really not very much. Try to be as precise as you can with your nutrients, just so you don't burn or harm your plants in any way. And a good way to get the excess out of the tip is just to go ahead and suck a little more out, and then just squirt it back. Just that way you're not getting crud in there, and it's not getting gross. We'll go ahead and take a knife and go ahead and mix it up a little bit, just so we get it nice and stirred up. Go ahead and move actually I'll go ahead and leave that there. I'll move our knife away though, so we don't need that right now. As you can see right here, we have our seed packet. I'm going to get this stirred up a little bit more, and that's probably good right there. Go ahead and put that knife to the side as well. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and drop our net cup in there. We will let our rock wool cube drip off a little bit, and then place that in there. It'll be barely touching the water that's in there currently, and that's exactly what you want. It'll perform a wicking action that will, through like capillary action, it will, I guess not capillary because it is wicking, it's like more of a sponge style action, that'll continuously keep the rock wool moist. If you do notice that the surface of the rock wool gets dry, you can always spray it down a little bit, but that also may increase your risk of algae growth, which isn't horrible. You can always clean out your containers, put more new nutrients in it, and you're good to go. I'll show you in a second. Over here to my right, I have my current hydroponic system. I'll need to clean it up a little bit, but I just kind of want to be able to tell you how the Kratky system works as well. So what we'll do, sow our seeds, the best way I can do it, we're doing some butter crunch lettuce today, butterhead. And so I like to do about 2 to 3 seeds per rockwool cube. So we'll go ahead and get those out. There's 2, there's that third. Okay, perfect. So, excuse me. We'll go ahead and get these. What I like to do is I like to get a toothpick. It's a nice porous. Put it in a little bit of water. You can use that water that you were soaking your cube in. And then you're going to, I'll go ahead and grab the cube so you can see, the rockwool cube I should say. So you can see what I'm doing. If I can get it out. Let's go ahead and put this down. And then, so what you're going to do is, these rockwool cubes will come with a small little hole in the middle. You can always make them bigger if you want. So you can take this syringe tip and just kind of make it a little bit bigger, as you can see. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you to see now. But you'll take your seeds. I don't know if you can see, but I have a seed on there right now. And what you'll do is you'll just drag it. You'll put it down about 1/4 inch, and you'll drag it up. And you'll keep doing that with all of your seeds, kind of just rotating so there's not too many seeds in any one area. So you get that done. Perfect. So we are locked and loaded. We have our seeds in there, and they should have some good germination rates just based on contact to that medium, the rockwool. Go ahead and move this aside. And one of the last things you'll need for this system is going to be some hydrogen. It's also called lava rocks. I'm sure it's got some other names too. But what you'll do is you'll just take a handful and just kind of just pour them in there. Maybe take 2 small handfuls, just pretty much enough to cover the surface. And put that to the side. And you just screw the lid on, and you've got a fully fledged, ready to go plant system, hydroponic. So the way the Kratky works, is your seeds will germinate, and as the roots start taking, they'll reach into the water, and as they suck more and more water and photosynthesize and grow, the amount of water in here will decrease, giving it oxygen that it needs to continuously grow. I'll go ahead and bring you over to my hydroponic system currently right now, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about as far as this kind of situation. I also have a lift up over here, so I'll go ahead and take that out of frame. But as you can see, we got some algae in some of these, and so I'm going to clean these, but relatively white, clean, good roots. And as you can see, just from the hydroponic system itself, this right here is a basil plant, and as you can see, it is a massive basil plant. This is my hand for size, and that's one of the 2 leaves. It's actually the second set of true leaves. The first set's down here. Sorry about that. So the first set's down there, and this is that second set of leaves. And so it's a huge plant. You can see all kinds of growth in there, and it's doing great. So you can see that it's actually in need of probably some cleaning as well, but it's doing great for now. I keep it under, I don't want to shine the light in it, but these right here are from Home Depot. They're 9-watt grow bulbs, and then I also have this one. It's from Fiat, I think is how you pronounce it, the company. This bulb right here, and this is 19 watts, and it provides enough light for at least 12 of these cans right here. All right, guys, and now you can kind of see I've cleaned up the jars a little bit, gave them a little more room. You can see these 3 right here are all kale. I had to do it while doing this video. I went ahead and did 2 different examples because I ended up not recording one of them on accident, so that was kind of frustrating. But this is the process. This is probably the biggest of my lettuce heads right now. This is just a nice blend. It's finally starting to get its color that it's supposed to get. So I'm excited for this one. And I've cut, you can probably see a little bit, I've cut actually just a few pieces off, just to taste and everything, and it tastes really, really good. It's actually, all the basil that I have over here is also kind of imparted a little bit of flavor, so that's as cool as well. I'm working to get some non-clear containers. I started working with these down here, and they work, but I need to find a better system, and as you can tell, I'm already running out of room as it is on this shelf, and I'll need to either get a better lighting system or to at least maybe figure out a way to raise these up, so that way they don't get burned by the lights. I mean, they're LED, so they aren't hot to the touch or anything. I mean, you can hold them all day, but still something that I think that you could probably end up hurting the plant a little bit being that close to the light, because you can see the basil back there in the corner is pretty high up there already. And that's my quick tutorial to Kratky method of growing hydroponic lettuce, spinach, kale, and pretty much any leafy green. The Kratky does not work very well with root vegetables, or if at all. But as far as just getting your produce at home, lettuce, it makes it a lot easier to not have to go to the supermarket. Again, I'm still looking for those wide mouth purple ball containers to see if those inhibit algae growth exponentially more than the clear ones. I feel like they would, just based on clarity of the glass. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. If you got any questions, or if you have any suggestions for me as well, please leave them in the comments section down below. And I'll keep you guys updated. This is week 1. This is the first day, and I will try to do a weekly update video, either Sunday or Monday of every week, just so I can have so you can see a progress report of that butterhead lettuce. We have, I guess, 3 plants going right now, or two jars going of it right now. 3 seeds in each one, so we'll go ahead and end up pulling 1, if not 2 seeds out of each one. Just once they start getting bigger, we find the one that's the biggest, so that way the 2 seeds aren't competing for their nutrients. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you disliked it, and I hope you see you next time. Alright, bye.